Oh,
Are
wait a
you
minute. I'm gonna hit
playing
recording.
red?
This should be our thumbnail.
Why not?
Oh, damn.
Do you want me to go away again?
No.
My favorite thing is that because of how Chrome works, Twitch is all like, "Nah, dude, you're not online," and I'm like, "But I am, because they can hear me, but I can't see them."
Never leave us alone with a giant, unsettling Cluze ever again.
I mean, I kind of liked it.
Part of the experience, right?
Yeah.
That's when we open up the command prompt. Then
Alright, we should,
flush that DNS.
We should start before I just shove this peppermint bark in my face.
Oh, you have peppermint bark?
Yeah, it's from
You
Christmas.
bastard.
Hey, look, I can see me again.
I found it, and I went, I wonder if this is still good. Of course it's still good. It's peppermint
And
bark.
the answer is yes. It's
It's
peppermint
dark
bark, yeah.
chocolate. It's Ghirardelli dark chocolate peppermint bark.
Yep, I know that we've got about 2 pieces left in our cupboard from Christmas, and every time I open the cupboard, I see it, and I'm like, I should eat that. No, I shouldn't, and I close the door again.
I found it yesterday, day before, and I've now eaten half of it.
Nice.
I believe this tale.
All right.
Okay, well, now that my modem is done randomly restarting, we should be good.
Shall we do some other thumbnail, or should we kick Squee off for a second to do another thumbnail? Like, what do we want to do?
I can hold up a prop if you want, but I'm also
yeah,
entertained by Cluze's antics.
I've got a prop too.
Okay, me too. You know what? I'm actually gonna open this. Wait a minute. We're not. Hang on. I gotta open my prop. Ow.
Is this? Are you okay there, Chewie?
Yeah, the edges of these Funko boxes are sharp.
Yeah. Is this close enough to the camera that people can read this?
It says magic crayons.
Yep.
Sure
Oh,
does.
there it is. Okay, I opened a Funko. Does that mean it's lost all its value or something?
It has. You should just throw it on the pile with all the Beanie Babies.
No, cake, why?
Oh, it's a bobblehead. Oh, I didn't know that.
Why aren't you wearing a cake, Pinball Witch?
All right,
Let's
are
turn
we
the
are we
question
good
around.
now? Look, this is the other thing Mom brought me. It's a little Chewie.
It's a Wookiee.
with goggles, and the goggles do nothing. But
The goggles, they do nothing.
all right, are we good? Here we go. Look at the camera, stupid. There you go. All right, that's probably good.
Hooray.
I didn't know he was a bobblehead. I thought he was just a Funko Pop. Nice. All right, so let us, or cabbage, whatever, but we should start.
There is a difference.
There is. One is
cabbages.
delicious, the other is gross, and then there's spinach, which is better, it turns out.
Yeah, spinach is better.
Young me would have laughed his ass off if you told him that. Like, no, it's not. Yeah, sorry, young me, it is.
Understand the superpowers that you get from spinach.
I don't actually know if the crayons are labeled as Planeswalker
I
colors.
can't wait till you open that and find out that there's only 5 crayons.
No, there are 8.
Well, that's confirmed. 3 more colors are coming to
Okay.
Magic this
So
year.
wait, white, blue, black, red, green, gold, silver, and land? I don't know. Do they have funny names?
Okay, they do have funny names.
Waste-colored.
But quality control is not what you might expect. So the blue one is labeled Cloud Post. The red one is labeled Fireball. The green one is
Cloud
labeled.
Post?
It is. The green one is labeled Verdant Force. The yellow one is Sun Titan. The white one is Ivory Tower. The
Ooh.
purple one is Violet Ultimatum.
I'll give them that.
That's good.
That one's good.
The black one is Dark Ritual, and the brown one is also Dark Ritual.
Does that mean you can only have 4 of those in your deck?
I don't know. Can you read that?
That's
There's-
awful and amazing.
Lighting's not great, I know, but yep, there you
This
go.
feels like one of Brian's Mad Libs gone awry.
And yet
It does.
Where the entire prompt is, okay, name a card. Okay, now name another card. Now name a card. Now name
Also,
another card. All right, now repeat one of those names. Okay, I got the lib down. We're good. Just give me a second. All right. Cloud post. You
Oh
can
my
have a
god.
crayon labeled after your favorite magic card as long as your favorite magic card is Cloud Post.
I'm so glad that I found these crayons while I was sorting through some boxes and finding lots and lots of dice.
I am too.
That
All
was
right.
special.
Are we ready to get started?
No,
I
we're
think
ready,
we
but
are.
probably should.
All right, here we go.
Oh, jam!
What? No, you gotta give it a second.
I'm sorry.
Oh, jam! See, like that.
Yeah, you do it better anyway. You do it better.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode of Monday Night Magic here on twitch.tv/themanapool. I am Chewie, and I am bad at this game, as was just dropped in chat. See, if you are a subscriber to the Manapool on Twitch, then you too can have a bad at this game Twitch emote that I made myself. I'm proud of me.
You were
But
so
anyway.
bad that you created an emote.
Yeah. I'm really proud of how well that turned out to be. What is it, 28 by 28 pixels? Like, it's teeny tiny, but it clearly says bad at this game, and it's eminently readable. I love it.
Yeah, it's got way more pixels than I could get in Mario Paint.
Was Mario Paint not?
It was 16 by 16. if I
Yeah,
remember
it
correct.
was. Buh. Anyway, so that first voice you heard right there, that was Squee.
I played Mario Paint. I still have a mouse and the mouse pad for it. Yeah,
Yeah, you do.
yeah.
And the voice you
Mad
didn't
Tat.
hear was Cluze.
Hey, I'm Dark Ritual too.
So you don't have to.
I thought you were the Violet Ultimatum.
I might be the Violet Ultimatum, yes.
Oh, I wish that
boy.
was your wrestling name.
Oh, you know
Also, I
what? We
wish you
should have
did
waited.
wrestling.
We should have waited to do that on the show that's going to be in the audio thing. Could you explain what we're talking about real quick? And also, thank you for the 10 bits, Pinball Witch.
Sure. So, hey, if you were with us at the very beginning of the show, which you weren't, we were setting up the thumbnail. So if you see the thumbnail, we like to pretend that the thumbnail, you may want to believe that the thumbnail was just completely spontaneous and happened accidentally, but no, we plan those things. And so I happened to find this box
Sometimes.
of magic crayons from a promo a while back where we had things to color at maybe an FNM, maybe it was at a PAX. I don't remember where I got these. But inside there are crayons, and we thought, hey, wouldn't it be funny if the crayons had funny names? And they do. They do, in fact, have funny names, including the black crayon, which is called Dark Ritual, the brown crayon, which is also called Dark Ritual.
Naturally.
Don't know why. But our favorite, I think, was the purple crayon, which is Violet Ultimatum.
That's brilliant.
It's a good one.
So there you go. That's the antics that you missed by not being here on time and enjoying the fun and the excitement and the chat, because the chat is here and they are awesome.
Jesus!
And
Sorry,
Did
a
you find him?
giant thing just crawled down my window and went that way.
was
Was
a
it Jesus?
spider?
It was a freaking house centipede, and it was booking it. Like,
Oh,
I didn't have time to, like...
Oh, I thought you
To,
had a
like,
religious
react.
experience.
Yeah, it might be time to just go ahead and burn the place down.
It's still on the outside, right? You can't burn it until you confirm that it's in the house.
It is in the house. It just ran
Oh,
down the
dude,
wall
burn it.
and
Just
behind my
end it.
nightstand over there where the lamp is.
Nah, man. It's not your lamp anymore. It's this now.
Crap.
It belongs to Jesus Caterpillar or Centipede or whatever.
It's just like it was so big that when I caught the movement out of the corner of my eye, my only reaction was Jesus. You know what? I'm actually gonna go work on killing that with some paper towels here because it was massive. I think I'll use one and a
Yeah,
half.
you should go and do whatever you need to do, man.
Okay, you guys. Hey, what news do you want to hear? Here's the. I'll tell you what. These guys are
let's
gonna go
just
ahead forge on without me.
Actually, magic a little bit.
Hang on, once I find the proper scene, there's the screen. We're gonna go to here. All right, I'm on the banned and restricted announcement. You guys have fun.
All right. So
Thank you, Pinball Witch, who threw 10 bits for another terror-filled episode of Monday Night Centipedes. Ugh. If you hear screaming and swearing, I apologize
You
ahead
see,
of time.
that's why they call it Twitch. Yeah, that's why we make the dimes.
I see it. It's sticking out under the nightstand.
Oh, again, fire, man. Fire's your only option. Take off, nuke it from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. Look, have movies taught you nothing?
I like that he thought we were actually going to talk about the DNR list while he does this. Like a
Yeah,
fool.
no. We're just gonna listen to whatever insanity happens off screen. Right.
Meanwhile, in Chewie's apartment, an epic battle to the death with a centipede. Or is it a millipede? Let's count and find out.
We
1,
now take
2,
you live
3,
to the
too
death
many.
of Chewie.
The death of Chewie and Crisis on Infinite Rooms. Oh, did he get it? What's that? Oh, he's got the folding chair. He's taking the folding chair after the millipede, and I didn't even know he had one. Oh, that's devastating. Absolutely devastating. Then they say this is fake. Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah.
He should have trapped it in that hell vault. Then it would never get out till the plot demands it. Absolutely brutal and yet captivating.
It is. I wish I could see what's going on, but I'm just now.
You couldn't broadcast that. It's too much.
Oh yeah.
We would lose our license with the FCC if we were to broadcast that.
Rated M for mature.
Rated B for bugs.
Yeah, this poor empty chair where Chewie used to be.
I have never sat in that chair, and now I never will.
I don't think anybody can fill that chair.
No.
That's what
I mean,
say.
it had a family, and that's why Chewie's worried.
All right, so when he comes back, do we pretend like we were talking about the banned and restricted list?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
He's not going to listen to this. That's not how the show works.
Of course not. It's just going to get...
Behind the scenes.
That chair had a family.
Oh, that chair wanted to grow up and someday be a captain's chair on Star Trek, and now it may never get a chance because Chewie's going to burn that place to the ground. Going to be brutal.
Yep.
So unfortunate.
Apple Cork in the chat has written, the budget of Starship Troopers 7 is lower than I expected. Yes, that is fair.
You had too high expectations of Starship Troopers 7. Like, once the, over-the-top jingoism was replaced by real-world jingoism, they had to go back to the book as source, and that just isn't appealing to anyone.
Okay, so I think we're going to start with... let's start with the bottom of this, because we'll get to the exciting stuff when Chewie comes back, he's just going to recap what happened to him off screen, and then we're going to have to get back into this. So
that does sound accurate, yeah.
You can kind of see what's on screen there, but look, don't look at the stuff on screen. We're going to pretend that this is an audio-only podcast, and we're just going to go to the bottom. We're going to bury the lead. No changes to other formats.
It's true. Prismatic, same.
Yeah, totally.
Scratch and Sniff, the same.
Tiny Leaders, no changes to Tiny Leaders banned and restricted list at this time.
Yeah.
They're thinking about trying to remember what Tiny Leaders was.
It's true.
They're doing. But they mention the London Mulligan. Do you remember the London Mulligan?
I believe so. I believe that was the London What Was in Mulligan
thing that happened. Mythic Championship 2 there in the London town.
Yeah.
Where the London Mulligan, if you don't remember the London Mulligan, the idea was instead of drawing one fewer card, so we go from 7 to 6, 6 to 5, 5 to 4, etc. No, you'll go ahead and draw back to 7, but then you've got to take however many excess you now have because you mulliganed and stick them on the bottom of your library. So first mulligan.
So you have more control over what cards you keep out of that set.
Right.
And hopefully we'll be able to actually play Magic afterwards.
First mulligan, draw to 7, but take one of them, stick it on the bottom of the library. Second mulligan, draw 7, but stick 2 on the bottom of the library. So that was the idea. So apparently that went okay, and they're thinking about how it might impact other formats. They're not yet implementing it.
That's
to
true.
be clear.
Yeah, but they may eventually someday.
That's right.
Wait, what are we talking about?
And that's the banned and restricted announcements. That's everything you need to know about. Okay, we only covered the bit at the end. We just covered the no changes to other formats and the London Mulligan. We didn't do the rest of it because we figured you'd be back. Are you back?
No. So
Is it dead?
I got some stuff, like some air in a can to spray it from this direction, and I hope that it would run out so I could kill it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it ran out. It ran in that direction out of my field of view, and then vanished.
You should have used the targeting.
And it
Huh.
doesn't seem to be under the nightstand thing. So I don't know where the hell the giant thing disappeared to, or how.
Have you considered it might be above you, waiting to lower?
No, I looked up already.
Oh, good.
Hey,
You played this game before.
Is
Yeah.
it inside the walls? Did it cut the power?
Is
How
it
could it
coming
cut the
from
power?
inside the room?
What? Okay, go back to doing your thing. I'll be back.
Yes,
Okay.
back to it.
Oh,
Right.
Chewie, have you taken the headset off yet? Chewie, buddy.
did.
Damn it! I had advice for him.
Now, let's actually cover some of this.
It's too late
So
now.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah, we can
the
go
only,
ahead and cover this.
the only format that actually had anything relevant go on in it was Pauper, of all things,
Yep.
where they have banned Gush, Gataxian Probe, and Daze.
And
and-
good riddance to all of those bastards.
Yeah, and so for a little bit of context on it, which you can see some of on the screen if you're watching the recording, the idea was that Blue is doing really well right now
Like
with a
shockingly
greater than
well.
yeah, like Blue Black Delver in particular is sustaining a 55% win rate, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So the idea is that there's a lot of really good blue cards, and since some even better blue cards have just gotten bumped down to common thanks to recent set releases, like Augur of Bolus getting to count as a common now, they're like, okay, we got to do something about this. And so they went over all these other cards that are amazingly good, and they decided, you know what? Let's get rid of the ones that are free, which is a good call, because Gush, Gataxian Probe, and Daze all have ways to play them that don't involve actually spending mana, which means you have access to them pretty much all the time. If you're running those colors, you have more flexibility with it, obviously. And they've decided, no, we're not going to do that. So those are the ones that went away. They're going to keep an eye on how all of this plays out. There's also a mention of Monarch being a thing.
Yep.
So they're not doing anything to affect Monarch right now, but they're keeping an eye on it. And as a reminder, these things are going into effect on May 24th. So they're still in Pauper right now, but later on they will not be.
They will not. And, this article does go through their logic pretty nicely. So if you're ever trying to figure out, hey, what goes through their minds when they ban things? Well, here's actually a pretty good
Yeah.
rundown. I think.
One thing I found interesting, though, is the fact that the paper ban date is the 24th, but the Magic Online ban date is now, which was odd to me because it said that they
Yeah.
were going out at like noon today. So,
Huh.
Yeah.
like, they normally try not to do that. But
Chewie,
here we are.
you're back.
Yeah.
Did you die?
get the thing?
No to both of those. I did
No?
not
Well.
die, but I didn't kill the damn thing. I've got to get the maintenance guy to look at this window. Because I swear, every time I see some sort of creature,
Mhm.
it's coming from this window area here and going off in some direction.
That makes sense. I mean, if that's where Jesus was, then that's probably why they're there.
And I don't even have anything purple to issue a violet ultimatum.
Oh,
So,
it's too bad. You should have got some crayons.
Chewie, I tried to give you some advice, but you'd already taken off the headset. I've been told, I can't prove it, but I've been told that if you get some of the Dow scrubbing bubbles, the like cleaner, that it does horrible, horrible things to insects. So
That makes
something
sense.
not horribly toxic to you that you can have around for killing the insects. I'm not saying it'll kill them right away, but they won't like it very much, and they will not be moving real well, and then you can kill them with like a brick or fire. Or a fiery brick.
Or fiery brick.
Delicious.
Hey, Cluze.
Yes, sir.
Could you...
Sorry, I was just reading chat.
Yeah,
I'm
could
sorry,
you
yes?
give me sugar? In water. More.
What?
More.
Sugar water.
More.
I assure you I am not a bug in a Chewie suit, because I would pick a better suit if I was a bug.
Maybe you don't understand.
Buh.
Because it turns into a Nixon impersonation if you do it long enough.
Hey, look, Cluze just subbed.
That sounds right.
Yeah,
Somebody wanted to get bad at this game.
I totally did. So
And
much
he wanted
so
a...
that I linked my Amazon and my Twitch account so that I could do this. because you get
Yeah,
a
you
free
can give
also
him
sub.
a deck
And
on Arena. Don't listen to him.
You can use that free sub to sub to your favorite streamer. Even if it's not Chewie, we encourage you to sub to a small streamer who could use it. So,
Yeah,
there
but
you
of course, preferably me.
go. Preferably Chewie.
But if not me, then by all means, give it to somebody that's a smaller streamer, because I assure you we appreciate it.
Yeah.
It sustains them.
You know, I've got a thing of scrubbing bubbles. Maybe I should just coat that corner with it, although it's not in that corner.
Not anymore. You want it to escape now.
Anyway.
Well, it was fun seeing you while you were alive, Chewie. I hope I see you again someday.
I appreciate that. So, are we good on the banner restricted announcement?
I think so.
Yeah, I think we are.
All right.
We covered that for all the popper players out there.
Free things are bad.
Yeah,
Yes.
really, that's what it boils down to. I mean, who knew that spells that don't cost anything were a problem? Oh, we all did. We all did. So what was with Phyrexian mana? Oh, it was a terrible idea all around. Let's maybe never do that again.
I mean, that's how you ruin a plane.
It is amongst the ways one can ruin a plane.
The other one is snakes. On a plane. Anyway.
Yeah, I see what you did there.
Okay, so next up, we have this announcement from last Thursday that says, update! Hiccup is not part, I added that. Update for future Mythic Championship events. We're removing the Planeswalker point threshold for qualifier events for Mythic Championship 6 later this year. All are welcome to sign up and earn a spot to this event. So there's a link to an article here. What if we do Planeswalker points? Wow. I did a Control F for Planeswalker points, and it highlights this one as 2, but 1 apparently is not actually really there. So they've removed it.
Yes, at the top they even say it has been updated to remove the Planeswalker point threshold.
Well, from the qualifying season for Mythic Championship 6, I thought it would still be there for the current.
Nope.
But apparently not.
Yeah, the other instance of it that you saw in the search is actually from the events drop-down.
Is actually from the what?
The events drop-down in the navigation.
Oh, duh. Okay. So now you don't need Planeswalker points to... what? To qualify... No. This is why I hate it when they change stuff. Instead of just writing a new freaking article.
Yeah.
Okay, let's read the tweet again. Planeswalker point threshold for qualifier events. All right, where's the how to qualify? Qualification. Which one is 6? 6 is a arena one?
Tabletop.
6 is tabletop.
Yep.
Oh,
November
yeah, here we go.
8th through 10th in Richmond, Virginia.
Oh, okay, so that's Richmond. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, then. So whatever, Planeswalker points don't matter anymore. Not that they did to anything other than that, I don't think. I don't know.
I've never really found Planeswalker points to matter that much for anything that I've done. But I also never tried to do these things.
Okay. Okay, there we are. Blah, 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 blah. Huh.
Yeah, well, whatever.
So yeah, just be aware of this affects you somehow.
I mean, what it should do is open this up for more people.
Theoretically.
So, of course, that means the people that were qualified with Planeswalker points that have been grinding to get there are now pissed that they were grinding for nothing.
Which, I mean,
But those
I
people
get.
would have been playing anyway, so don't let their complaining mean anything.
I mean, it's really annoying when there are steep requirements for a thing and you put in time and energy to qualify for it, and then they don't matter anymore. But odds are, from all the time and energy you put into it, you're probably still benefiting from that. But I don't know. Like, I don't have a grinder mentality. I hate grinding in video game. So maybe I'm not the best person to identify that.
Yeah. But okay then. Whatever, that's a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. There was a thing to share that I had a streak, so I shared that I had a streak. I'm sorry. Did that pop up for you? My apologies.
It just popped up in the chat, and he says, "Yay for
Okay.
sugar water."
Yep.
Give sugar. Okay. So is that all the stuff before we get to Modern Horizons?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So hey, Modern Horizons preview started today, and they're that man. There is some nonsense.
Yeah? Yeah.
Okay, where do we find the force of negation?
You mean the way these things aren't updated?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they're not in the card image gallery yet, right?
Right.
No, they're not. Stand by. Let me see if I can find it again. Chat might know.
I mean,
Chat claims Cool Stuff Inc.
Cool Stuff Inc. I don't think previewed it originally. I mean,
Yeah,
if
I
I
don't
could just
think they
go
did
find
either.
it anywhere. And as a matter of fact, if I go to Google and type in force of
it's probably
negation
going to pop up by now.
and do an image search, yeah, here we go.
I mean, I just
Okay.
went to the same place I always go for this stuff, and that's Mythic Spoiler.
Yeah, but I don't want to give any spoiler sites traffic if I don't have to, which you've now done. So good job, Cluze.
Yeah, sorry.
You're a monster.
So
Hey, look,
here
it's
we
a
go.
card.
No, I wanted the picture. Damn it!
Nope, they don't do that anymore.
What the hell?
That is not how Google Image Search works anymore.
Okay, here we go. So force of negation. This was the first one that made me drop my jaw. For one blue is an instant that's rare. And it says, are we ready for this?
Yes.
If it's not your turn, you may exile a blue card from your hand rather than pay this spell's mana cost. Okay?
Okay.
So
Go on.
it's force of will as far as we know right now, but you can only pitch stuff when it's not your turn. Okay. Counter target non-creature spell. Okay, so it's not force of will. If that spell is countered this way, exile it instead of putting it into its owner's graveyard.
That's a lot.
So
Okay. I have two questions.
Okay.
Okay, question number one. Did we learn nothing from the pauper bannings?
Yeah, that's why they put it at rare.
Thing number two. How did a blue card end up in my hand to pitch to this? I'm confused. Did I pick up the wrong deck?
You must
Could
have,
be.
yeah. You should
Because
probably call a
that's
judge.
the only conceivable way I can think of that this has happened.
So, Cluze's nonsense aside, the design on this card is brilliant. So,
Yeah.
the whole point of this card is to stop shenanigans in Modern. Because you can't use it to protect your own shenanigan combo by pitching.
Right.
Because if you're doing your combo, then it's probably your turn.
Can't
Yeah,
use it
if
on
you
your
can-
turn.
If you can combo on your opponent's turn, there's a lot else going on.
Yeah, right?
Well, the interesting thing is you can cast it on your turn, but you can't use the alternate cost on your
Right.
turn.
And for 3 mana, it sucks.
Kinda, yeah.
So yeah, it's only on your. You can only get it for free on your opponent's turn, and it only counters non-creature spells, which yeah, it's really there to stop nonsense.
It is. I'm probably casting creatures anyway, so
Well,
Yeah.
you are,
kind of don't care.
But
Yeah, note that the word exile appears on this card in 2 places.
well
So,
done.
It's noteworthy because exiling matters if you're trying to mess with someone's shenanigans. Because
That
some
is true.
shenanigans involve the graveyard.
Indeed.
And exiling card from your hand is just, the way you play these days. So
yeah, the more fair, I use that term loosely, decks in Modern, this is only kind of obnoxious, but any sort of nonsense comboing off some sort of craziness, Force of Negation is a thing they have to worry about hard. And they can't use their own Force of Negation to stop the enemy Force of Negation unless they're prepared to pay 3 mana for it.
yeah, which is not inconsequential as an option. Like, you can still just run it as fancy cancel if you need to.
Yeah.
Like, that's not why it's in your deck, but it is an option that you still have.
I know this is going to sound weird, seen people pay full price for Force of Will before.
I've seen it happen too, and it sucks.
So yeah, but like I said, the design on this card just floored me. That they took Force of Will and managed to make it not a thing that will destroy Modern, I'm pretty sure.
They're taking advantage of the fact that they can print cards that don't have to go into Standard, but that Modern desperately needs. So
Yeah.
hence the purpose of this whole set.
That is the purpose of this whole set, yeah. Because remember, Modern Horizons will not be legal in Standard, but it will be legal in Modern.
As it takes one step closer to being Legacy.
But it's still several steps away because this is not Force of Will, which
Correct.
is awesome. Because I really think that Force of Will in Modern would be bad.
Yes.
And
Force
obviously,
of Will is a detrimental effect on the game.
well,
Like,
yes and no. Like, it keeps more detrimental effects in check.
sure,
It
a small
does.
amount of poison to fight the rest of the poison is still poison.
Sure, okay.
Hey, it actually appears that the card image gallery is updated with Force of Negation. Did we notice that earlier?
No, we didn't.
Yeah, it is. I just went and looked at the card image gallery just now.
Oh, that's
It's
because
totally
this
there.
one was shown on Sunday, I think. So it would be in the card image gallery already.
That makes sense.
Yeah, thank you, Cluze.
You're welcome.
Yeah, these are all the cards that were shown on Sunday and before. Okay.
Yeah.
Including the Goblin Matron, which I'm sure made Cluze happy.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that, right? Right?
Go for it.
Yeah, it's really all I had. Goblin Matron, holy crap, look at it! Look at it! Behold its glory. Chewie, do you have it on the screen there?
I
Are you showing
do.
it? All right, Goblin Matron. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Goblins is the best deck. Let's just start there. Obviously true. Clearly true. Goblins is the best deck. Unfortunately, it only functions well. No, it functions best in Legacy. Not even going to say that it functions well, because even that's technically not true. Anyway, Goblins. It's missing some pieces in Modern. So if you really want like a full-fledged, hardcore, like Goblins deck, what do you need? You need a Goblin Lackey. Okay, we don't have that in Modern. We have Warren Instigator, which is kind of okay, but it costs 2 mana. Still, it's okay. It's okay. You need a Goblin Pile Driver. Hey, we got that. We got that now. That's great. You're probably going to need a Goblin Chieftain, which, hey, we now have that in Modern too, right? Because we got the Goblin Chieftain and we've also got Goblin War Chief. We got both of those. We got both of those now in Modern. Fantastic. What are we still missing? Not anymore, or at least we won't soon. Goblin Matron is going to be here. What pieces are we still missing? We need some Ether Vials. That's totally fine. We need some Ringleaders. Oh. Not having ringleader is kind of a problem. But hey, previews aren't over yet. Maybe they'll surprise me. I'm hoping. I'm hoping Christmas will come early for Cluze and that we will have ringleader in modern. We could probably use something to bounce their stupid Dark Depths token. So we're going to need a Sting Scourger, but I'm pretty sure we already have that. I think it's modern legal.
Yeah, that was in Time Spiral Block.
We could probably use maybe a Gem Palm Incinerator. We probably want that guy. I think he's too early. I don't think he's legal in modern.
Cluze.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new Not Quite Gem Palm Incinerator?
Is it the one that's red and a black?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Who
thought
previewed that? I think it was Salvato.
I think it might have been Salvato.
Yeah, here it is. The munitions expert. For a black and a red, it's a 1/1 goblin with flash. That says when it enters the battlefield, you may have it deal damage to target creature or planeswalker equal to the number of goblins you control. So instead of drawing a card, you get a 1/1, and it is counterable, but
it does put us into another color, and I'm not super stoked about that, but there it is.
It says the guy that runs white in his Legacy
I was going to say, if
deck.
you're running the version of goblins that I run, you've got Thalia in there, the original Thalia, so that you can mess with your opponents and their stupid cantrips. Because we hate their stupid cantrips, quite frankly. And so I'm already in one color. I'm already in two colors. I'd rather not go into three if I could.
But the siren song of Mardu calls to you, Cluze.
Yeah, it is tempting. I get it. We could probably also use some Rashadan ports, and I don't see that one coming. So
no, you don't get that.
But still, we're like 85% of the way there to modern goblins.
Apparently,
so
Cluze is just
good.
trying to build legacy goblins as opposed to making a modern goblins deck.
No. He wants to play legacy goblins without the legacy blue cards.
Right, you can't see it, but right over there in that bag over there is my legacy goblins deck. I'd like to take it out, swap some lands, and be done with it. That's what I'd like to do. But yeah. Anyway,
I just want to see more of the munitions expert's life because that looks fun.
Yeah, dude, there's flying sharks in the background.
Yep.
There are flying sharks in the background.
Directly under his blade. That's a shark. Hang on, let me.
That is
that's the plane I want to go to.
Wow.
And I think that might be a shark.
They're actually armed sharks too.
Huh.
Yeah. This is a place I want to go. But okay then.
Anyway, there you go. Those are some things, some very exciting things. I'm excited about them.
Are you excited about them?
I'm excited about them. I mean, look, we got Goblin Matron. I think Tarfire's legal, right? Wait, no, is it?
Yeah, that was
Tarfire.
Yeah, it was lower one.
Okay, good. Tarfire's legal, so we can make your Tarmogoyfs bigger. Excellent. It will never be able to kill a Tarmogoyf with that.
There's a Goblin War Party.
I did see that one. I don't think it's good enough.
But there ain't no party like a Goblin War Party, Cluze.
Yeah, Goblin War Party. I'm pretty sure is a limited card.
Yeah, that's
gonna be pretty sick and limited too.
Yeah, although I mean, there are some really decent goblins like currently in standard, for that matter.
Yeah.
Like that monkey pirate goblin.
Yeah.
Oh God, what is his name? Frenzied something. You know, the 1/1 for 1 with haste that you can tap, sack it, and it'll ping.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a really good card. And Artful Dodger is actually Artful Dodger. Is that his name? Something Dodger. He's the 1/1 for 1 with haste. With you pay 1 red, and he can only be blocked by things with Defender.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's actually pretty good too. If you just need to get in there. Yeah, Fanatical Firebrand. Yeah, that's the guy who was the.
That was the first one.
Yeah. Who looks like a monkey but is totally a goblin because that's what they looked like on that plane.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Dees.
There's all kinds of cool stuff here. The Martyr's Soul, which you have to read 3 times, and then it still might not make sense.
Tin Street Dodger. That was his name. I'm sorry. You're right.
The Martyr Soul for 2 and a white is a 3/2 with Convoke. And when it enters the battlefield, if you control no tapped lands, you put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. People in my Discord server were confused because one of them read something the wrong way one way, and another one read something the wrong way the other way, and both of them were convinced that this card was stupid. And then it clicked all of a sudden for both of them. Oh! It says no tapped. Oh! So yeah, it's a mono white Woolly Thoktar. If you convoke it out. Which, granted, that means you have to have 3 other creatures out, but if you can pull it off, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
There's Choking Tethers is in Modern for the first time. I love the art on Stream of Thought. Kind of scares me.
Yep.
I don't know what they're supposed to be, but I wish they'd quit it.
I appreciate the art on Prohibit while you're there. Because I'm just imagining the blue one's just like chilling, and the red one is like, oh my god, look at Pact of Negation.
Force of Negation.
That one.
Pact of Negation is a real card.
That is true. You're right.
The Deep Forest Hermit is another one that made people lose their minds.
Oh, yeah. Pretty sweet.
Because it's a... what's the name of that card? The Deep Forest Hermit is a...
Oh, the squirrel thing?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Before my time.
Hey, chat, what is... Deranged Hermit, thank you. But this is a Deranged Hermit with Vanishing. No, Deranged Hermit was something else. Wasn't Deranged Hermit the thing that cycled through your deck? What's the one that made squirrels? Chat, you people are supposed to know this.
Yeah, my exposure to squirrels was mostly things like Shatter of the Squirrel and other boring ways to get there.
Squirrel Mob.
Was it Deranged Hermit? Well, then what the hell is the one I'm thinking of? I thought it was a Deranged something else that cycled through your deck.
Hermit was a 1/1, creates 4.
Deranged Hermit had Echo and makes 4 squirrel tokens, yeah.
And gave squirrels +1/+1?
Yeah, that was Deranged Hermit.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm thinking of Hermit Druid. Thank you. I knew it was something like that. Okay, then yeah. So this is, instead of the Deep Forest Hermit being a Deranged Hermit with Echo, it's a Deranged Hermit with Vanishing. 3. So
Makes
that's
sense.
Cool. Savage Swipe is really cool. For single green, it says, target creature you control gets +2/+2 until end of turn if its power is 2. Then it fights target creature you don't control.
Bear Tribal.
If you target a bear, something with 2 power, then you can fight something for 4. But if not, it's still just a single green fight spell.
Yeah.
That's really cool design.
Hey, I've got good news. Swarm Yard is modern legal.
Is that good news?
Yeah. Do you know Swarm Yard?
Yeah.
It's a land from Time Spiral.
I was going to say, it sounds like a Time Spiral card.
Yeah, it's totally a land from Time Spiral.
Hang on. Is that the one that... Wait, don't tell me. Swarm Yard. Is that the one that makes tokens?
Nope.
Is that the one that regenerates things?
It's the one that regenerates things. That's right.
Yeah.
You can tap to get a colorless, or you can tap to regenerate target insect, rat, spider, or squirrel.
Yeah,
that was in one of the first packs of Magic I opened. And I remember rolling my eyes at it because I didn't have any of those creature types in the rest of that pack.
Well,
so clearly the game is flawed. All right, then.
Hang on. I think the thing I wanted to kill is showing itself.
It might regenerate. Just talked about this.
Here, talk about the pretty snow-covered lands.
Also, I think that someone subbed, and I don't know if it popped up when it happened because I think I saw it go by in the chat. Did
Yeah.
that happen? Well, we'll remind Chewie to give the shout out when he comes back.
Yeah.
After,
So look at them pretty snow-colored lands.
assuming he comes back. Yes, the snow-covered lands. Look at those.
Yeah.
They are absolutely beautiful, and I don't yet know why they exist.
Because there are snow cards in the set.
Well, have we seen any of the snow cards yet? Is my point.
I'm going to assume there are snow cards if these are here.
Oh yeah, I assume so as well. I just don't think that we've actually seen any yet. Is what I'm getting at.
I mean, I have seen them, but it's my feed,
Wait.
so I don't know if they're real or not. And by
We've
real,
apparently, chat tells me we've seen several, including one that's a snake, which would be why I don't remember it because I don't like snakes.
like I have definitely seen them, but people don't post the source for their things when they put them in Twitter, so it's kind of hard.
What have we seen? What are we talking about?
Discussing officially previewed snow things
Oh,
outside
well,
of
if you
these
go to the
lands.
where to find the Modern Horizons previews,
Yeah.
all of these are links that will take you to where.
Yeah, and some of them are YouTube links,
Oh,
which is
well,
useless to me.
Don't click on that.
Yeah, those are dead to me.
Let's see. Fact or Fiction is back, by the way.
It is.
Cluze,
Okay,
did
Merchant
you
has
see-
one. There you go, confirmation.
Go to Cassius Marsh.
Go to cache a standby. Incidentally, Chewie, while I do that, did you see? I think somebody subbed while you were away. It scrolled by in the chat. I don't know if you saw it.
I saw I Am the Dork subbed right before I walked away. So did Saint Saigal. Cool,
Yeah,
thank you.
That's the one.
I'm the
Okay, now
Dork
who am
was
I
for
going to?
20
Cassius
months.
Marsh.
Yeah.
Saint Saigal was for 3. Thank you, both of you.
All right, I have gone to Cassius Marsh.
All right, so check out the first card there.
All right, abominable tree folk.
Yep.
Yes, okay. 2, a green and a blue for a star. That seems good. It's got trample. That seems good. Power and toughness are each equal to the number of snow permanents you control. Oh. When it enters the battlefield, tap target creature an opponent controls. That creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. You blue bastards.
Eh.
But,
All right, so hey, look, it's a card that cares about those snow-covered lands as well. I get it.
There are quite a few, but also, did you see the red card next to it?
I saw that there was a red card next to it. Let's look at it here. Fists of Flame. 1 in red. Draw a card until end of turn. Target creature gains trample and gets +1/+0 for each card you've drawn this turn. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah. This seems really good to go with Faithless Looting.
Is this a reprint or is this a new card?
No, this is a new card.
That's new. I would remember the name Fist of Flame.
That doesn't seem super red because you just get to draw the card. Just take it. Don't discard anything, just take it. I'm not objecting. It's just a little weird.
It's okay, Cluze. You're allowed to have nice things once in a while.
What? I already got the Goblin Matron. I didn't think I was due for any more nice things for at least 6 months.
Oh no, we're using them all up now.
Man, I am
When you get to the
really
core set,
worried.
it's going to be nothing but 7 mana red enchantments that don't do anything.
I'm really worried for me in 6 months' time.
Also, the Force of Negation is part of a cycle. We got to see Force of Vigor, which says destroy up to 2 target artifacts and or enchantments. And it's the green one. So if it's not your turn, you can exile a green card from your hand rather than pay its mana cost. Well, that's the front page of Daily MTG. Good job.
Word.
What is this? Oh god, this new fetch land. Which is rare, and it says tap, pay 1 life, sacrifice this land to go get a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield untapped. I think is what this says.
Yes, I believe it does.
So that's pretty big. Luckily, it only fetches basics,
Yep.
so it's fine. We talked about the munitions expert. Oh yeah, the Ice Fang Quaddle from Merchant MTG is another thing that cares about snow permanents. It's a 1/1 for 2, a snow creature snake. It has flash, flying. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card. And it has death touch as long as you control at least 3 other snow permanents.
While we're on the subject, because we just passed that land that we just talked about. What was it called? I'm sorry.
I don't know. It was in French.
Prismatic something.
Prismatic
I think.
View, maybe?
Prismatic
That's how
Vista is what I've heard.
That could be, yeah.
Regardless, that thing. It fetches basics. Snow-covered lands are basics.
Specifically those ones.
Yeah, so snow-covered plains, snow-covered islands, snow-covered swamps,
Yes.
etc. So if you have a thing that cares about snow-covered things, you can just go get them.
Savit showed us a zombie wizard. The undead augur, that's fun.
Oh, and as someone pointed out in the chats there, I think it also fetches waste. Because
waste is a basic land, so
it's
yeah.
a basic land, so yeah, you could go get that if you need it.
Do we need to point out that it fetches swamps too? Because swamps are
No, why would you
basically-
play swamps? What's wrong with you? Mountains. It fetches mountains.
Because I love black mana.
Okay, fine. We'll allow black, but it doesn't fetch islands. Don't let anyone ever tell you that it fetches islands. Lies. All lies.
It totally fetches islands. I also
Chewie's
really
flipping
like
lies.
these full art snow-covered lands. Like the design of the ice and snow on each one is really sick.
They're very
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah.
Who did the art on these?
Titus Lenter.
Nice work.
So there you go. If you want to hear all about more of these cards in more depth, then of course come to the Mana Pool. Well, where we'll be talking about them much longer. But
That does sound like you.
that is what we do. Yeah.
All right. Shall we move on?
And of course, every day you should come back here because they're showing you where and who and when these previews are popping out. And it even says previews live. So as the cards are revealed, this page gets updated. So, like, for instance, if Daily MTG and Cassius Marsh and Ben Stark have shown their cards, there will be a new category there that says previews live, like it does on the 20th. And those will be there. And if Lords of Limited and the Mana Leak and Stop Game haven't showed theirs yet, it'll be underneath that. Which
So
is
there
so
was
cool.
a card that was previewed on LSV's YouTube stream. You may need to try and find an image source for it so we can discuss it.
Could someone drop a link? I know the one he's talking about. Drop a link to that in the chat. And
you
I'll
know
put it
the
on
you know the
screen.
one I'm talking about. I mean, I've got a link, but it's from a site that you didn't want to promote, so I'm not going to put it there.
Well, just give me the
So-
image link then.
Stand by.
Can you right click on Linux?
Yes, I can right.
Yeah, it's not a
on Linux,
Mac.
you worthless bastard.
Wait, aren't you on a Mac?
No, I'm on Linux.
Weirdo.
There you go.
Yeah, this guy. Young
All
pyromancer
right.
grew up and got sexy.
It's time to talk about like 20-something peasy.
Hmm.
The seasoned pyromancer. You guys remember Young Peasy, right?
Oh yeah.
Your friend and mine, Young Peasy. Cool dude. Great addition to any deck. Big fan of Chandra, because hey, who wouldn't be? Well, now we've got, let's say, Hunka Hunka Burnin' Peasy. Seasoned Pyromancer, 1 red for a 2/2 human shaman. When Seasoned Pyromancer enters the battlefield, discard 2 cards, then draw 2 cards. Okay, that feels more like what red does with cards. Is we'll throw some away and we'll get some. Maybe they'll be good. Probably not. Probably want to throw those away too. For each non-land card discarded this way, create a 1/1 red elemental creature token. Also, for 3 red, exile Seasoned Pyromancer from your graveyard. Create 2 1/1 red elemental creature tokens. He is so smoking hot, he is reaching out from beyond the grave to give you some 1/1 red elemental creature tokens. So, there you go.
I appreciate the fact that Young Pyromancer debuted in
Oh.
2013. So by this point, he's got a good, 6 years on him, and apparently he's been working out.
I gotta say, thank you so much, Pinball Witch. You have pointed out something very important here. Even if you are empty-handed, you will still draw cards. You won't get your red elementals, but it's discard 2 cards, then draw 2 cards. Not
Yeah,
if
it
you
doesn't
can.
say if you did, then draw 2 cards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. So you definitely get that. Is a subtle point. Thank you, Pinball Witch. I missed that the first time myself too. In my defense, I was looking at his dreamy
Abs.
eyes
Oh,
and burning hands.
abs.
He's on fire.
Pecs.
He's got fiery abs.
Abs and pecs.
Boots and cats and boots and cats. But yeah,
Okay.
he's doing great. He's just
Yeah, he totally
Oingo
is a
amigo.
romance novel cover. Yeah.
Yeah, he's way better at this than Jace is.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah. All right. So that's Hot Pyromancer there. Again, here's all of the preview dates. Looks like the last one is the 30th. Yeah, that makes sense. So there you go.
I do love that they are giving us this list of who's previewing what, just so you can follow along. It's nice.
And I love that they're updating it throughout the day. That's nuts to me.
That is a big improvement.
I did not expect that at all.
That's the kind of thing that was always something that could have been done, but it's nice that they're actually doing it.
Yeah. All right, then. So that's Modern Horizons. There's one more thing about Modern Horizons that I didn't think we needed to mention, but apparently people are dumb. Because something tells me Matt Tabak wouldn't have said this if people hadn't been bothering other people on the internet about it. He says, reminder, Modern Horizons reprints that aren't currently Modern Legal don't become Modern Legal, which is all Modern Horizons reprints. Like, all the reprints for Modern Horizons are not Modern Legal. But anyway, they don't become Modern Legal until the set is officially released. Duh. Okay?
Okay, and that release date is not until June the 14th. So...
Wow, that's a long time.
It is a bit out.
Mark your calendars.
Wait a minute. So the last previews are on the 30th.
Yes, which is a week before pre-release.
When's the pre-release?
The following week.
The 7th and 8th? Or the 8th and 9th?
8th and 9th, yeah.
Okay, then the week...
No, it tracks.
So
then the week after
full week
is
after
release.
the full set comes out. Or after the full set is revealed.
Correct.
Before the pre-release.
Yep.
Right.
Okay. For some reason, I thought they had removed that full week.
It's hit or miss.
I think it has been a hit or miss.
Well, like, digital will probably have it as soon as the pre-release gets here, but this is Modern Horizons for the World of Paper, so...
All right, then. So, moving on, we have one more bit of news. You remember, I don't know, a year or so ago? Canada dropped a load of tariffs on U.S. bourbon, playing cards, and licorice. And it turns out Magic fell under the playing cards category. So our Canadian players were not happy about that. Right? You guys remember that?
I do.
Yeah. Well, apparently, on Friday, a deal has been reached, so they're going to lift those tariffs. And they were physically removed today. Apparently, you have to go somewhere and pick the tariffs up. Because it says physically removed. That's a weird way to put it when talking about laws. Yeah. But whatever.
If you pre-ordered your tariffs, you get a buy a box promo.
You get a sheet of uncut tariffs.
That's another Modern Masters thing, or Modern Horizons thing we didn't talk about.
Yeah, we didn't, but it does bear mentioning.
Yeah, well, it's not in one of the articles, is it?
Yeah, I saw it on Twitter, so while somebody tries to dig that up, I'll ramble about it if that's okay. So, word on the streets is that your buy a box promo for Modern Horizons is Flusterstorm, but it's not foil. What? A buy a box promo that's not foil? Well, do you remember? God, what card was it that was only available as
Nexus.
a foil. Yeah. Nexus of Fate, question mark?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nexus of Fate, which was a buy box promo, which was legal, but it was only available as a foil. And people actually wanted to play it in tournaments, and it was so curly that judges everywhere had to make proxies. Yeah, just forget that noise. We're just going to go ahead. Let's just make it a normal card. Here's a card. It will curl no more than any other card, which is not the same thing as saying it won't curl. But still, it is not foil.
And it's
So,
Flusterstorm,
yes.
which is originally from what? Is it a Commander set or a...
It was a Commander set, I believe. And is a legacy staple.
It was in Iconic Masters. It was in the first Commander set, right?
Yeah.
And then it was in Iconic Masters in paper. And so yeah, now it's the buy a box promo, but it's non-foil. And honestly, this is brilliant. I don't understand their fascination with foil for the last however long when foils have been a major problem.
You remember the 90s, Chewie?
That Master set was Vintage Masters. It was online only.
Back in the 90s when all the comic books had those crappy holofoil covers that were hard to read and see.
Yeah.
But they're shiny, so people bought them.
Yeah.
I did. I mean,
That's the only reason we still have foils.
Well, no. I understand why we have foils in...
Pinball
in
Witch,
Magic, but why they're continuing with foils when it's been such an actual problem. Like, you think at some point someone would have gone, why don't we stop with foils and come up with something better? Because curling has been an issue for how long now?
I mean, several Olympics. But yeah, it is problematic. I mean, I really think this is one of those things where the people in the world of sales are not the people in the world of make tournament happen.
Well,
and apparently they don't talk as much as we want them to. Or rather, words are not heard from one over the other, because if the idea of shiny card equals sells more and we deal with tournament headaches, well, that's been the choice they've made for a long time. But they're finally getting past that.
Okay, then.
Wow, my stream is like way far behind. Because I just went to see if you could how well you could see. Yeah, there is a Judge Foil Flusterstorm. I just pulled one out and showed it there.
Here, show it again there, Cluze, so we can see it.
All right. Judge Foil Flusterstorm looks like this. Ta-da! Look at it all foily. Look at its foiling.
So chat pointed out that you're showing off a blue card to pitch the Force of Negation right now.
Yeah, but it'd have to be in my deck. It's in this binder, obviously. And the only reason I can handle it is because it's in this sleeve.
Protective layer.
Yeah. Otherwise, my skin would blister. Yes, that is correct. I mean, hey, look at this. Look at this. I got a full-frame foil island, too. It was from the only pack of... God, what was that? Unglued? That had the...
I mean, that's admittedly not a blue card.
The only pack I ever opened of that contained a full-frame foil island, because the universe...
Oh, yeah, that one was unhinged.
That's why. Yeah.
All right.
Hey, this binder's got some good stuff in it.
So, moving on. Sorry, we forgot about the Flusterstorm thing the first go around.
Yeah. And the TLDR from the other story is that the tariffs on Magic cards in Canada over. So,
yeah.
Hooray.
Which, yeah, we were done with that. So, now we have arena news.
Oh, geez, is that time? I'm sorry. Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. Let me put this down and get on top of things with the arena news.
Make them work.
All of the arenas. Okay, I'm sorry. Where were we? Yes. Arena. Wait, we're jumping all the way to the arena news already?
Yeah, we put tournaments at the end. So that means everything else comes before them.
Huh. Okay, well then do you want to talk about the state of the beta? Is it state of the beta time?
That would be
that is the arena news.
Yeah.
All right, excellent. The state of the beta time. So hey, first of all, did you know that arena's still in beta?
Yes.
Yes,
Doesn't
we
seem
all
like it
did.
that way all the time, but here it is. We're still Still in the beta. And we got some things coming. Okay, so first of all, there's going to be an update next Thursday, I believe, will be when the update rolls out. And when it does, some nifty things coming your way. Thing number one, starting on Thursday and going in like 1 week chunks, there's going to be the War of the Spark Chronicles. So these are special events that have been put together by the Magic Arena folks, where you can play in an event that won't cost any gems or coins or any of that. You can just go ahead and enter. And unlike normal events that are normally like you play to like 7 wins or 3 losses, whichever come first. No. It's just a number of wins. If you lose, just keep going. That's totally cool. Keep right on going. It'll be fine. And as you play along, they're going to be essentially going along with the major story beats of the War of the Spark story. And there are prizes, of course. The prizes, hey, do you guys remember back when we saw the trailer for War of the Spark?
And it had the teaser trailer with those beautiful, like, stained glass planeswalkers. And everyone was like, oh, those are so cool. I can't wait until they make those into cards. But then they're like, we're not making those in cards. And we're like, oh, that's lame. Well, guess what? They're kind of making those in digital cards. So the prizes you can win include the styles for those cards. It doesn't mean that you win those cards. It means that if you already have those cards, you can unlock the styles for those cards, which I know seems a little weird and complicated, but it is a cosmetic for those cards.
Skins.
If you think of it that way. It's skins. It's totally skins for those cards.
Loot box.
I have to admit, it's a little bit loot boxy, and I do kind of like the card styles. I think they're neat and nifty, and I can't wait to play these. So I can try and get them because it's going to be neat.
Okay, wait. No, I got to stop you there. There's nothing loot boxy about these. Because you play, when you get 3 wins, you get, for instance, Vraska Swarm's Eminence card style.
You do? Like immediately you're guaranteed that one? Or do you just get one? Because I was under the impression that you just got one.
Well, according to the actual page you sent us about this, it shows Vraska is 3 wins, Tybalt is 9, and Jace is 15.
Sent you none of those things. What are you talking about?
The War of the Spark Chronicles page that you sent us at the beginning.
I didn't send that. You did.
I did it.
Whoever did it, click on the damn thing and look.
Well, it wasn't me, man.
The one where you said, yeah, I've got that tab open right now.
Oh, yeah, I did have that tab open, but I hadn't actually read it. I just had it open.
Well,
I gotta get 9
it.
wins to get my Tybalt, and I'm not getting 15 wins because Jace can. I can't say that on Monday Night Magic.
And then the next week,
Vraska is 3 wins. Tybalt is 9 wins.
All right.
Jace is 15 wins.
Yeah, the next week
in part 1,
you get Kesmina, then Angrath, then Vivian at 3, 9, and 15. So yeah, there's not loot boxy. You know which ones you're getting when you get them.
All right, what about this week? Oh, man, I'm going to miss that one because I'll be out of town. What about this week? Yeah, okay, the important one is Tybalt. That's the important one. So I got to get to 9 wins next week. Hey, man, Tybalt is actually a really good card. I've been very impressed with Tybalt because that static ability is really nice.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd say that, but yeah, I think that Tybalt is great. Not that Tybalt, this Tybalt. The original Tybalt, no, terrible.
Right, that's
just
the joke.
Terrible.
But anyway, going back to War of the Crown, each week will be a different thing.
Yeah. This first one is, I want to say it's Momir.
Yeah.
These are all broken down on the other link.
Yeah, so the format is Momir, so 12 copies of all 5 basic lands and 1 copy of each of the 36 Planeswalker cards in War. Yeah, okay, great.
Yeah. Part 2 is the format is a 60 card deck. Oh, it's Pauper.
It's Pauper, yeah.
Part 3 is 60 card Singleton. Part 4 is Overflowing Counters. So cards that have loyalty counters and +1/+1 counters get bonus ones. And the final week is Ravnica Constructed. So it's block constructed, except there aren't blocks anymore, but it's Guilds, right. Ravnica Allegiance, and War of the Spark constructed.
Yeah.
Well, nifty.
So that's
all
cool.
of that,
all of that is happening starting next this
Thursday. Yeah,
This
the
week.
23rd to the 31st is the first week.
Incidentally, if you were interested in playing War of the Sparks sealed, like a sealed event, I'm sorry that's ended yesterday. So hope you got your fill, is what I'll say.
Yay.
Because that's all over. Other things coming. This coming weekend is the Mythic Championship Qualifier weekend. So if you are one of the top 1,000 Mythic ranked players in either Limited or Constructed from Ravnica Alliance Season 1 or Season 2, which was what, March or April? I think it was March or April. If so, this coming weekend is your time to shine. And if you don't know if you're qualified, you should probably contact customer support. If you weren't Mythic ranked and in the top 1,000, if you weren't even Mythic ranked, don't bother. You weren't qualified. But if you were and you were in the top 1,000 of those, then there you go. So that's coming soon. Keep in mind, if you are going to be involved in that, the format is in fact best of 3 standard. So you might want to have a sideboard ready. It's not best of 1, it's best of 3. Also, they are implementing a new thing, which is they will have clocks on that. The best of 3 on that Mythic Championship Qualifier weekend. You will have a 30-minute, essentially, chess clock. Anytime you have priority, it will be counting down, and if you run out of time, you lose. So let's keep it moving, shall we? Stay on top of things. Now, what I don't know is if this clock is going to replace the fuse that you normally have, because, your turn, you have to actually get your turn going. I don't think it is. I think it's going to be in addition to the fuse.
Yeah, the fuse is pretty much required for.
Yeah, the fuse is when the judge says, I'm going to need you to make a play.
It says here they're keeping it.
Okay, good.
Will be implemented a magic clock in addition to our turn timers for best of 3 formats.
Oh,
Good.
hey, there it is.
Because I'm going to need you to make a play, is what I'm going to need. So there you go. But the absolute most important thing is the next little bit here. And I don't know if you guys noticed it, but when I noticed it, I actually just yelled out loud in my living room. No one was around to hear it, but I promise it happened. We're finally getting the ability to choose our own basic lands when we build decks. I know that sounds dumb, but I really wanted it. And apparently a lot of people did too. So when you're doing deck building, you can choose from the basic lands that are available in the sets that you're using, and you can actually not just get the default lands. Because I didn't want the default lands. I have some specific mountains and occasionally plains that I like to use. I don't know what those other cards are for, but I do like those. So
let's hope that this doesn't mean they implement having to collect one of each basic land art.
I don't believe they are. They totally could have. Let's not kid ourselves. They totally could have made it so that you had to pay them gems or coins to unlock other lands. And I don't think they're doing that, so thank you so much.
Or what I was thinking was that they would just include basic lands in the packs.
Oh god, that would suck.
Exactly. So let's hope they don't do that in the future. Yeah. Like, people really like this, so we think we could get more money out of you.
That's how you get your full art lands.
Yeah, that's probably coming soon.
Yeah, that probably is coming soon.
You might have to get your,
They could implement full art lands for all of these arts as styles, the card styles. They could make it so you have to unlock full art styles. I should stop giving them ideas, shouldn't I?
It's cosmetic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's the news in the state of the beta. And I think that is all of the arena news for now. I don't think there was anything else interesting on the arena event calendar.
Not really, no.
So there you go. Ta-da!
All right, so now it's time for tournaments. Let's start with the Magic Online Championship because it's shorter.
Great.
The MOCS Magic Online Championship Series, the MOCS, If you're trying
Only
to be
24
cute.
people showed up.
Yeah, 24 people showed up. This is the big Magic Online Championship Series. This is the end of that. It was across a couple or several different formats. I don't know, because I honestly don't care. Let's be real.
Standard and modern.
Like, I
Go
know
with
it
that.
was standard and modern, but I don't know if there was more involved. I have no idea. But, well, this guy won.
Yeah, here you
Mattia
go. Day one is
Oneto.
3 rounds of War of the Spark Booster Draft and 4 rounds of Standard Constructed. Day 2 is 3 rounds of War of the Spark Booster Draft and 4 rounds of Modern Constructed. So,
See, there you go. So it was modern, standard, and limited.
yeah.
But yeah, Mattia Oneto, I think, let's say, won. He beat Kenji Igashira in the finals. And third was Marcio Carvalho, and fourth was Bernardo Torres. Hey.
Good job.
Hooray!
Way too Magic Online.
Yay. Go get him. Do your stuff. Do your thing.
The fighting internet people.
Up from the internet were these people.
He got $40,000, an invite to next year's finals, so that's a good sign. Maybe. And platinum status in the pro club for the rest of the year.
Wait, I thought that went away.
I think the next year part went away.
Okay.
Wasn't it? I think before it was platinum status for next year. But I could
Gotcha.
be wrong.
That sounds accurate.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep track of all of this stuff. Like in general, like we apologize that we don't remember this perfectly, but the fact that every time they change these things, they don't tell us what they were before. They just say that things are different now makes this really hard. And since we don't play in these things, we also are not going to remember.
Very true.
Apologies.
I apologize for nothing. Also,
I apologize on your behalf.
we were just reminded in the chat that I don't know where to find this. Products, Magic Online, boom. No, this is the deck lists.
I didn't see anything exciting in the Magic Online section.
Well, something did happen. Do we have a link for that? Anybody in the chat? Hang on, I can find us a link. It was in the Discord server. Hang on, we're going to screw up the camera for just a second. Nope, there isn't even a link. It was just a statement. Yeah, they're bringing the unhinged,
Stable.
unglued, I don't know, one of them, full art lands to Magic Online. You have to have a promo code of some sort.
Looks like it's unstable.
Are they unstable lands? Okay. But they're not, it's not here on the Magic Online page, because why would it be?
No.
I'm guessing that'll be on tomorrow's announcements, but we don't record tomorrow, we record today. So, look for that. There's some sort of code.
Yeah.
Or codes, Okay, Stark gave us a link. I hope this is right, Stark. Here we go. Promo codes for unstable basics on Magic Online are these. You can redeem each code for one basic in the store tab of MTGO. I'm sure bots will have them soon. Each code gets you one?
This is Cluze's fault.
Damn it, Cluze.
How's
You
it
gave
my
him that
fault?
idea in retrospect.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So there you go. Everyone, if you use these codes, for instance, the Plains is all caps Angel Realm 2019. No spaces. Island is Fish Tank 2019. Zombie Bog 2019 is Swamp. Goblin Warren 2019 is Mountain. And Elf Haven 2019 is Forest.
Man, these politics are getting complicated. But for Goblin War.
So there you go. Apparently that'll get you one of each. Stark is
per
saying
account.
that this literally gives you one. Not it's not like, hey, here's one, you can use it forever in any number. That's not how lands work in Magic Online. So, there you go.
Are these still available?
I have no idea. This was from
'Cause
2 days ago? This
The
tweet?
Yeah, I clicked on one of the other people who posted it, and thing at the bottom says off runs 10 a.m. Pacific, May 20, which would be this morning.
Oh, apparently these already expired then.
Good job, everybody. magic.wizards.com/Ian/promotions.
Well, never mind then.
Type.
If you want these on Magic Online, you're too late. You have to go see some bots. And
Right.
buy them. Like a good capitalist. And here's the promotions thing. Yep.
Well, the page has got all kinds of nonsense on it, so I have to dig, but this is allegedly where they were.
Wow. So these
A lot of stuff on here.
these were here. These were available for, it looks like, a total of like 3.5 days max. Good. Oh, because it was tied to the Magic Online Championship.
Yeah.
So they wanted you to use them there and make it super limited.
Well, they succeeded.
That was super limited,
So-
yeah.
I guess apologies to everyone listening for the last few minutes who got their hopes up.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had no idea. We literally had one tweet that said, here are the codes. That wasn't from Wizards. They were from...
No, I had to type in the promo URL. I guess their goal was just to grab people who were actually watching the stream.
Yeah. Okay, then.
Well, all right then.
Good on them, I guess. All right, so... Back to tournaments then. There's one more. The SCG Open was in Syracuse this weekend. Let's see. It was standard. The Open was standard. What was going on in standard? Mono Red Aggro. This is a day 2 metagame breakdown. There were 21 Mono Red Aggro decks. 14 Is It Phoenix decks. Okay, just checking. 13 Esper mid-range decks. 10 each of Esper Control and Azorius Aggro, which is essentially mono white. 6 each of Jeskai Super Friends, 4 color Dread Horde, and Grixis Control, and from there it trails off. There are a lot of trail off there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 decks with 4 or less showing up in the day 2 cut. So that's cool. What do we have here? Zen Syed. I really need to learn how to say his name. One with Jeskai Super Friends. You know what? Let's just open these up and glance at them.
Yeah, I like how Jeskai Super Friends actually makes me imagine a Hall of Justice based on the characters who are here.
So let's see.
Unlike sometimes, they're all actually good guys.
Karn, Narset, Sahili, Sarkhan, Teferi, and Teferi.
Well, yeah, because time.
Yeah, you know, okay, so first of all, most of us here, just a dirty little behind the scenes secret, most of us here on this show don't really play much Magic, so we usually don't have much to say about these decks. But I've been playing the arenas lately, and I've played against some of these decks, and let me tell you, these Jeskai Super Friends decks, well, any of these Super Friends decks, they don't seem like they're much of a problem. You're like, oh, there's that guy over there. He's got a static ability, but yeah, it just kind of slows me down a little bit. And then suddenly there are like 4 of those bastards out there, and then Sarkhan comes down, and they all turn into dragons and smash you in the face. And it's
That would smash my face.
yeah, not a fan.
But wait, Cluze. Essentially, doesn't that mean that what you're playing against is a mono red, like big red aggro deck?
No, because they keep playing Teferis.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
You say Teferi, I say a dragon.
I hate that guy.
But he's a dragon, Cluze.
I hated him before he was a dragon.
Oh,
Once
you're
he was
a
dragon,
hipster.
once he turned into a dragon and I got hit in the face for like 16, I was like, oh, I see what you did there. I can respect that.
Well, yeah, because he's red at that point.
But everything that led up to that, I did not care for.
So you're saying that the ends don't justify the means, Cluze?
That is
what you're telling me.
indeed true. Or at least it used to be.
So that's a neat deck.
Yeah.
I'm
guess.
imagining if the Super Friends all turned into dragons. Just want to see the look on Darkseid's face when that happens. Like, what?
I'd watch that.
I'd watch it too.
All right, so second place, we've got Oliver Tomachko, who's playing the Esper Super Friends deck.
See, Cluze hates that one more.
This is the more controlly one with Dovin, Kasmina, Liliana, Narset, Teferi, Ugin.
It is the slower one, but I also think the other one, I mean, I'm not just talking about tournament results here. I think the other one was a little more successful because I think it's a little more faster to catastrophe is the way I'll describe it. I could usually play through the Esper one, but man, that Jeskai one.
This one's running the Elder Spell. Holy crap.
Good.
It'll eat you.
I can tell you that Oath of Kaya is way better than you think it is.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty good.
Nah.
If it's even better than that, that's impressive.
I mean,
Yeah,
it looks pretty good.
It's pretty good.
I mean, it starts as a lightning helix, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
I mean, granted, enchantment speed, but
Yeah, but then after that, it's like, I really, really want to kill some of those super French got out there. But every time I do, you gain life, and I lose life. I don't like that. It's a good thing that I've got my boy Tybalt here, so you're not gaining that life. Remember what I said about Tybalt?
is he the anti-life equation?
Sure. Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
don't
he
let
is.
Darkseid get a hold of him.
Yeah, whatever you
Darkseid
do.
cannot have Tybalt. We'll never survive.
Yeah.
All right, so that's second place.
Yep.
Third place, Abe Corrigan was also playing Jeskai Super Friends.
Hey, look, it's Sarkin again. Hey, we're all dragons. Out my face.
In fourth place, Harlan Firer is playing Mono Red Aggro because his
Now,
name
here's a deck
is
I can get
appropriate.
behind. Oh, man. I like this deck so very, very much.
Have you put Experimental Frenzy in your arena version
I have
yet?
not. I still have not put Experimental Frenzy in there because I run an extra copy of Chandra. I basically run this deck, but with an extra copy of Chandra and with one copy of Tybalt in there. And I find those to be very, very helpful. And I'm unconvinced on the Experimental Frenzy. Now, to light up the stage, holy crap, is that card good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, just
In fact-
crazy good.
I think this card is kind of broken.
Oh, I think so too. Let me just tell you a brief story if I can. Can I digress? I know I can. I'm
he's
going
gonna
to
do
digress.
it.
You
We're
Cluze?
not stopping
No.
Warning, digression imminent. So I was playing this deck, and I happened to be playing this deck this morning. In fact, I was on the arena playing this deck, and I was playing against some blue mage who thought he was all that. You could just tell because he was a blue mage with a Jace avatar, so you knew he was a problem, right? I'm gonna say his name was Chad. I don't know. Anyway. So I'm playing against this guy, and he thinks he's got it all locked up because, he's got like a Teferi on board. And
You
he's
cannot defeat Chad. He controls time.
You'd think that. But I had out 2 of the Runaway Steamkins. Now, for those of you who have not read Runaway Steamkin closely, you should read that card closely. And I'm going to tell you a thing. Just because you're a Monday Night Magic listener, are you ready for this? If your opponent gets out a Runaway Steamkin, kill it as soon as you possibly can. Oh my God, it's going to get out of control.
Do it,
And
do it
so-
now.
I had 2 Steamkins out.
Run.
One
don't
was
walk.
one was on 3 counters, one was on 2 counters. And I had some cards in hand. I had like a shock and I had to light up the stage. And I'm like, okay, let's see where this goes. So I pulled off the 3 counters. I shocked my opponent. I used the light up the stage. I got like another burn spell and another light up the stage. And then I just started, swapping counters. So every time I would fill one of the Steamkin up, I would pull the counters off and start filling the other one up. It was just this little cycle that was going. And I must have gone through like 10 or 11 mana in that turn. And I took my opponent, who was feeling all smug with his Chad-like self over there, and he was at like 13 life. I had 2 mountains, and I took him from 13 life to dead. because he tapped out, and that was probably a mistake on his part.
Because you got to run away with your Steamkin.
Because I got to run away with my Steamkins. And it was beautiful, and I felt so good and so filthy at the same time. I felt like I'd gotten away with something. And it was
there's my Cluze quote for the day.
It was nice. So there you go. That's my little digression about the mono red aggro deck and how much I like it. And like I said, I haven't gone for the experimental frenzies yet, but...
So... Would you say that with 2 mountains and 2 runaway Steamkin, you issued a violent ultimatum to your opponent?
I did, in fact.
I'm just trying to work that in because that's totally the name of this episode. So we have
totally
to say it more than once.
This seemed likely, yeah.
It is. Yeah.
All right. So that was 4th place.
Yes, and it was a beautiful deck.
5th place, Ben Katz is also running mono red aggro.
A beautiful deck.
In 6th place, Alex Watt is running mono red aggro.
Also a beautiful deck.
Huh.
Now, here, hold on. There's one more thing I got to say. I'm going to need some of you guys to start taking a dive because I don't want any of these cards banned. So just cut it out. Just come in like 9th. 9th is fine. Like 9th through 15th. Totally cool.
You're going down in the 4th round.
That's right.
I'm imagining Krinko calling you in here to make that call for you.
And I got to say,
You're going to fight hard, but you're going to drop.
Those runaway Steamkins can really just cover up a multitude of sins because you can be like playing all sloppy and suboptimal and go, oh, wait a minute, I got 3 more mana right here. And then just go ahead and kill them. It's great. Anyway,
Which is how Cluze plays Magic.
That's totally how I play Magic when I first wake up in the morning and start
Plays
up the laptop.
Firestorm.
Yeah.
In 7th place, Kazu Negri, I think I got to learn how to say his name too, is playing Jeskai Superfriends.
Hey, it's Sarkin, my face.
With 1 Sarkon the Fireblood in too.
Got multiple Sarkin here, buddy. Also a dragon.
Sarkin the Fireblood, look at that guy.
Pretty cool. Let's see here. This one's running Dovin and Kesmina. I don't think that other Jeskai one was. Huh, neat. Apparently, which planeswalkers you use is not set in stone yet. I'm sure an optimal build will come out if this deck, survives the meta.
I would like to say something about Deafening Clarion, but I can't because there's no swearing on Monday Night Magic.
It's okay. They can't hear it. They're deaf now.
Okay.
What?
What?
Okay. So that was 7th place, and rounding out the top 8, we've got Kenta Hiroki running Esper midrange. Alright, what the hell is this? So it's got Basilica Bellhaunt.
Nice.
Huh.
What is this? When it enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card and you gain 3 life.
That's
It's a
neat.
4-mana 3/4. Granted, the 4 mana is white, white, black, black, but still.
You're in Ravnica.
Hero of Precinct 1. Ooh. Thief of Sanity. Ooh.
Give me that.
Liliana Dreadhorde General. Sorin. Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, and Time Raveler. Despark, Mortify, Tyrant, Scorn, Oath of Kaya, Thought Erasure. So everything in the deck triggers the Hero of Precinct 1 except for other copies and Liliana.
Yeah. We're playing with gold.
Nice. There's Hostage Taker in the sideboard. There's Dovin's Veto. Huh. And then a bunch of cards that are actual, sideboard cards.
The Elder Spell. That's how we'll take down the Super Friends.
Pretty much. Okay, then. So that's cool. Yeah, I've seen people say that the standard meta is evolving really quickly. Like, new decks are popping up all the time. And I think part of that, well, a large part of that is because it's on Arena. It's on Arena, where you just constantly are playing. It's not like Magic Online, where you sign up for, like, a league, or you sign up for a thing where you have one deck and you have to play it. Like this, you can get a new deck every game if you want, or not every game, but every match if you're playing best of 3. Every game if you're playing best of 1. And so you can play a couple games and go, nope, and go in and change some stuff, or say, this doesn't work, let's try this. And
which is great, by the way. It
Yeah.
really is a ton of fun.
But I think Arena is going to be good for new formats at the beginning because, like, how long has this set been out now?
Like 2 weeks?
Is that all? Nah.
3 weeks?
3 weeks or a month? And
It
new
hasn't been
decks are
that
still
long.
popping up, whereas once everything gets figured out, I think that's going to slow to a crawl. And it's going to get just as, samey as always. But enjoy this time period right now while things are still being figured out is what I'm saying, because it's going to be fun for the people that play all the time. Let's see. Rounding out the top 16, we've got an Is It Phoenix, more
It
mono
is.
red aggro,
Yeah.
a Bant Flash,
Uh,
a Bant mid range, another. What's a 4-color Dreadhorde? I haven't actually seen this deck yet. Alright, so we've got Hostage Taker, Hydroid Krasis, Jade Light Ranger, Branch Walker, Paradise Druid, Wildgrowth Walker. Okay, that all makes sense. Nissa, Who Shakes the World, Tamio, Collector of Tales, Vraska, Golgari Queen. Oh.
oh, you know what this is?
2 cast down and command the Dreadhorde.
Do you know what this is?
What do you mean?
3-color.
Not red and therefore dead to me.
Jesus.
Not white either.
Must be white in the board.
Gotta be. Because it's...
Nope.
Wait, it claims to be 4-color.
No.
Where's...
I didn't see a 4th
Is there
color.
an-
There
Is
is
there
no
an
4th
activated
color.
ability with the... Okay, so lies. This is filled with lies. But you knew that because it's got blue in the deck.
Yeah, this is definitely, literally, fully 3-color Dreadhorde, right?
Yes.
Unless I missed something. Like, I think it's just 3.
Paradise Druid adds 1 mana of any color, so at some point they're going to add a white and just shrug.
Why?
Yeah, that's weird. Okay, so 3-color
Make the
Dreadhorde
world burn.
mislabeled.
I don't know.
Interesting. Okay, back to the top 16. Sultai mid-range and another Azorius aggro. Huh. So here's a different 4-color Dreadhorde. Is this one 4? Oh, this one has Sorin and Teferi. This is a completely different deck.
Yes.
So all the green cards are the same. Jade Light Ranger, the Branch Walker, the Paradise Druid, the Wildgrowth Walker. It's got Massacre Girl, so this is
Yeah,
clearly the
Chewie-
best deck in the format.
I was going to say, you know your gal Massacre Girl?
Yeah.
Oh my god, does she wreck faces.
Yeah. That's why I love it.
That was her job.
Yeah, we're running away together.
I mean, I've been
To
playing
wreck
on Arena.
faces.
Somebody casts that, and I swear it's a massacre.
Yeah. The Planeswalker package in this is Sorin, Tamio, Teferi, Vraska. So
Ugin.
This is a completely different deck. Oh, I'm looking at Jim Davis's in 24.
Oh, I was looking at the 22nd place because there's an Ugin there
Oh,
too.
well, let's check
not
that one.
the Ugin, but Ugin the Ineffable.
Oh, yeah,
Ugin,
this one's got Ugin. And Bond of
Ugin.
Flourishing. Whoa.
Ugin, comma the, not the Ugin.
Correct.
Hey, order matters.
It does.
Huh. Very, very interesting rampy deck here. So Command the Dreadhorde, for those who don't remember, says destroy any number of target creature and or planeswalker cards. Wait, no. Sorry. I read something else. Choose any number of target creature and or planeswalker cards in graveyards. Command the Dreadhorde deals damage to you equal to the total converted mana cost of those cards. Put them onto the battlefield under your control. So what are you doing with Command the Dreadhorde?
Well, you're commanding the Dreadhorde.
But I mean, how do you not die? There's got to be. What does this deck do, you guys?
Is it possible that you just choose a number that doesn't kill you?
Possibly. It's sort of like with the Mycosynth Lattice a few episodes ago. There was something that was obvious that I just missed. So I assume that there's something in
Well-
particular that you want to get with this.
Sorin is giving you lifelink, so you might be able to build yourself up.
Use the command to get back whatever helps you win, I guess? So it's a Super Friends deck with a Command the Dreadhorde Backup plan? But there's 4 of them. Wild Growth Walker and creatures with Explore.
Growth Walker.
Oh, are you just getting a bunch of these little guys and building up
a bunch of life?
Okay, so that counteracts the thank you, Donovan Bain. I appreciate that. What? No, there's no Wanderer in any of these decks, as chat keeps saying multiple times.
Yeah, there's no Wanderer.
None of them that we've looked at have the Wanderer in them. So yeah, command the Dreadhorde with the Wild Growth Walker and all these things. You pay a bunch of life with the Dreadhorde, but then you get it back with the Walker. That's pretty good.
Also, Jade Light Ranger needs to stop exploring, seriously.
Why?
Well, because it explores, then it explores again.
Well, you can't stop exploring,
It's just
Cluze.
too much exploring.
She's very
That's given
curious.
up.
Just explore the once, be done with it. Or better yet, don't explore at all. Stop playing Merfolk.
You were
Yeah.
a sad and broken teacher, aren't you?
Yeah, stop playing Merfolk. And yes, it's summer break. I'm terribly broken at this point.
Anyway, so that was... How many people were even at this open?
444.
Really? 444?
Yeah.
Neat. Okay. Okay, then. So let's go to the Standard Classic, then, shall we?
Standard.
Sure.
How many people were in the Standard Classic?
116.
116. Davies Clark won with Gruul Aggro. What?
That's
not what I
different.
expected. All right.
Spellbreaker.
Growth Chamber Guardian, Spellbreaker, Harpooner, Legion War Boss, Llanowar Elves, Rekindling Phoenix. Oh, and then we've got Chandra, Domri, Sarkon, Vivian. Holy crap. This is definitely aggro. Then Collision, Colossus, Lightning Strike, and Shock. Yep. I like it. Steven Dykeman in second with Esper mid-range. Wait, this isn't Super Friends? What is this? It's still got 7 Planeswalkers.
It's the Bell Haunt deck.
It's got the Bell Haunt. Deputy of Detention here. Okay, so this is just a different...
Yeah, it's like that other one, just with more creatures.
Yeah, a different Hero Precinct 1 deck. Right. Azorius aggro in third by Erdong Shia? Is that how you say that?
I don't know.
Shah. Erdong Shah. That's what I'm just going to go with now. This is the mono white deck. Oh, with Gideon Blackblade and Teferi Time Raveler. There's where your Azorius comes in, and a couple of blue cards in the sideboard. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty much what we've seen. All right, moving on.
While I moused over Dovin's veto, I read it as Danny DeVito, and I'm like, that's amazing. He's an instant. Didn't expect Danny DeVito at all. Well played, Counterspell.
In fourth place, we've got Adam Bink. In fifth place, we've got Mark Gabriel. And in sixth place, we've got Pedram Moazen Syed. I screwed that up, and I apologize. All 3 of which are playing mono red aggro.
True.
Alexander Chen in 7th is on Bant Nexus, and Steven Snelson in 8th is on Esper Midrange. Rest of the top 16, more Dreadhorde, Esper Control, Esper Midrange, Mono Red, Bant Midrange, Mono Blue Aggro. Is that still a thing in Standard?
Currently.
Except this is totally the tempo, not aggro. But whatever. We'll let them have it.
Mm.
They already can't tell the number of colors in a deck. I don't expect them to know the difference between aggro and tempo over on Star City.
Look,
Now, do
counting
we?
is hard. Especially when the numbers go all the way up to 5.
Right? Okay, then.
I'm looking to Modern.
So yeah, that was the Standard Classic. I did open the Modern Classic. Here we go. How many people were in the Modern Classic?
157.
157. So we've got Jeremy... Bertarioni?
I would think Bertarioni.
Yeah. Playing Azorius Control. Which is... Yep, there's Narset Parter of Veils. And Teferi Time Raveler.
Fairy everywhere.
Yeah, Dovin's Veto is here too.
Need a veto.
Anything in the board?
More Dovin's veto.
More Dovin's Veto. Okay. Just curious how much War of the Spark has infiltrated Modern.
I'll also be curious to see how much Modern Horizons infiltrates Modern. I'm expecting a bit.
I'm expecting a lot, yeah.
Otherwise, someone messed up.
Second place, we have Paul Mendez playing Not Affinity. I don't
Sure
think.
isn't.
Nope, not a single
Just
affinity.
Honorary cranial plating. About it.
That does not have affinity.
Correct.
So, yeah, moving on. It does have Experimental Frenzy in the board, though, which I find hilarious in this particular deck. Buh. Moving on, Andre Segara in third place is running the Blue-Eyed Spirits deck, which is still totally a thing and looks pretty badass. Oh my god, it's got Smuggler's Copter.
Get out. Just abandon the format.
That just makes it that much better, or worse, depending on which side of the board you're on. Jesus.
Dude, it's like Ghost with helicopters. There's no survival. Just get out.
Just get out. In fourth place...
Haunted animal.
In fourth place, Antonio Espada is running Burn.
Burn.
There it was.
Waiting for it,
Nothing to see here. Yeah, this is totally the Burn deck we've come to
Totally
know
Burn.
and love.
I like it.
Ever since Light Up the Stage and Skewer the Critics came out, this is what Burn decks have looked like.
Cinder Vines.
Both good cards.
Yeah, Cindervine's in the board. Gotta love it. Moving on. Alex Thorsten in fifth is running Dredge.
Not magic.
I mean, it's modern Dredge, so it's sort of magic, kind of.
Sort of magic.
Little bit. Eh,
At least it has lands.
exactly.
There you go.
In sixth place, Robert Cedar is running Azorius Control.
Meh.
Yep, that we have seen many times. In seventh, Abraham Stein is running the Humans, complete with 2 different flavors of Thalia,
Yeah, why not?
and her lieutenant.
Some coverage up in there.
But it doesn't have my favorite, the one of Malcontent's win condition. Damn.
The Thalia of Malcontents.
And then finally, in eighth place, Tom Medvec is running a mono white, Eldrazi, and Taxes. This is how far down the naming rabbit hole we've gone. I know what that means without having to look. But yeah. It is, I mean, it is what it says it is. So that's your top 8.
That's modern.
Looking beyond that, Azorius Control, Izzet Phoenix. There it is. I told you the meta would shift, and Izzet Phoenix would no longer be a horrible giant mess. Thus far, that looks like the case, but this is also a classic, so the numbers of people are much, much smaller, so that might not be the case.
Yeah.
Esper Control, Mono Green Tron, Hardened Hiccups, Hardened Scales, 2 Burns, and a Golgari mid-range. All right.
Ba-dum-bum.
So that's your tournaments,
Yeah.
which means that's your episode, right? We're done?
Yeah.
Over.
Nice.
All right.
So the question was asked in chat, are people main decking Graveyard Hate, or did Izzet Phoenix just sort of phase out? Both? I think enough hate started appearing in enough decks to where it didn't have the insane win rate or people learned how to play against it, which is also a big factor with a deck like that.
Yeah.
But until we get another big modern tournament that gives us like a metagame breakdown, it'll be hard to tell.
Yeah. Using SCG Classics as your baseline is not going to be the best way to confirm how this is going to work.
Yeah, what'd you say, 157 people playing? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not quite a big enough field to get a real feel for it.
But give it time. And more data points.
More data is good.
Once you have an idea, they'll release something new and you'll have to start over.
Exactly.
Which is actually the goal, so hey.
So, that is our episode then, gentlemen. Would you like to wrap us up?
Sure. You can find me on Twitter at SweetGoblinNabob. There's no Iron Goblin because we're going to say this week that the Iron Goblin is responsible for the end of Canadian tariffs because I sent it up there to take care of those and it apparently did something good for a change. So good job, I. Way to take down those barriers. Yeah. As for the rest of me, you can find me at Animazement in Raleigh, North Carolina this coming weekend because I'm going to be an anime nerd, as is my way. So if anyone happens to be going to that, let me know. It'll be cool.
Yeah.
Other than that, I have survived the end game. I have survived the end Game of Thrones. So I have survived all of the internet spoilers for the moment. Let's see what the next big thing is. I have no idea what it'll be. Past that, that's really about all I had to say. So, go Cluze.
All right, I don't have a whole lot either. I know that Game of Thrones thing happened and people were excited, angry, something about that. I don't know. One thing I will say:
angry, disappointed,
relieved?
sad, hungry, sleepy, dopey, sneezy.
Sneezy. Yeah, all of the above.
Bashful.
I'll tell you though, the one thing that I did hear about, and that is that there's this like online petition to try and get HBO to like remake season 8, let's say. No, that's not the way this is supposed to work.
No.
Okay, if you want to write your own Game of Thrones, go ahead and do that. But this is the one that they gave you. If you don't like the ending, that's too bad. That's the ending.
This also applies to Star Wars films.
Yes, and video games.
And video games and castings of Batman.
Yeah, all that stuff. Look, that is not your decision to make.
Yeah.
You're
also
consuming that content. If you didn't like it, okay, you didn't like it.
Also, none of the people doing any of that are actually fans. They're just entitled jerks.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
And if you happen to be George R.R. Martin, please continue writing your own Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
please.
go right
You would
ahead,
appreciate
man.
it.
Go right ahead. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. If you want to hear more from me, I'm on the Twitters. I'm at Cluze, spelled just like it is in the show notes. I think that's everything I've got. I'm sure I'll think of something else while Chewie's talking about something, but I'll just keep it to myself, and we'll talk about it next week, right here on twitch.tv/The Mana Pool.
Yeah.
Over to The Mana Pool.
Hi, I am the Mana Pool. Well, I am Mana Pool
And
Productions.
so can you.
I am Mana Pool Productions. There's 4 of us that are the Mana Pool, but I am Mana Pool Productions. Just like there's 3 of us that are Monday Night Magic, but I am Mana Pool Productions. I signed I made up a DBA for that, however long ago that was. I'd say doing business as. So hi, I'm
love
Chewie,
Dragon Ball Bread.
and you can find me on Twitter at the Mana Pool. You can find me all over the place at something /the Mana Pool. So there's at the Mana Pool on Twitter. There's themanapool.com for the Mana Pool podcast. There's youtube.com/the Mana Pool where I put up all of the YouTube videos. Right now, I'm working on videos from the World of Light mode in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I'm getting really close to the end. I've got, I think, 2 videos left to make from my previous stream, and then I did one stream late last week where I'll get another series of videos, and then I think I've only got 1 stream of Smash Ultimate left, and I'm very excited. I'm also sad because, like, the last episode that I did will go up probably in 2 days is number 52. I think it's the longest running numbered series I've ever had because the single player World of Light mode is so long.
Yeah, that's like a DC's worth of episodes.
Yeah, and I've got like... Actually, I think I've only got 1 video left out of that final stream. And then it's like a 3.5 hour stream, so that's probably 7 videos. So it's gonna hit like... I think it's gonna hit, if not 70, it's gonna be close.
Wow.
Yeah, because I'm chronicling my entire run through it as a completionist. I'm fighting all the fights and doing all the things, and I haven't stopped loving it yet.
Good.
Possibly because I play it only on stream, and I don't like play one character. I swap fighters all the time, so it never gets boring.
Yeah.
Plus, each fight is just brilliant.
You got your gimmicks.
Lots of gimmicks, so it's a lot of fun. So hey, if you ever need something to binge, there you go. That's a hell of a binge. That'll last you for several days. I'm also putting up videos from my run through of the second quest of the original Legend of Zelda on the NES. Not Link to the Past, that's the Super Nintendo one. Not Adventure of Link, that was Zelda 2. This is Zelda 1, second quest. It's like New Game Plus. It's way harder. As I make these videos, at the end of each one, I'm like tired. Because the game is stressful. Because it's so much harder. Like, for instance, the one that I edited today that'll be public in a few days, I ended stuck in a room where I couldn't leave, and I couldn't even die because I killed the only enemy I could reach. The other enemies I had to kill were on the other side of a waterway, and I didn't have the ladder. Luckily, I knew a trick to get out of there, but I was stuck. And I spent a large chunk of that episode wandering around trying to kill enemies to give me bombs. Finally, I had to buy bombs. And just not knowing where to go. I think the entire episode after that is going to be not knowing where to go. It's a mess.
I remember this in real time.
Yeah. But it's a lot of fun. And if you are a fan of the original Legend of Zelda, or just want to see me stressed, then you should check it out. It's currently got 4 episodes live. This 5th one will go live in a couple days, and it will be added onto as I finish the videos, of course. So it's going to be a lot. Not like, 70, but a lot.
Numera.
Also, I never did see that damn centipede again.
Did you check the Hell Vault?
No, it's got Mario in a boot and Gossamer and Sorcerer Mickey.
Oh, it's probably fine then.
A boot what?
But anyway, that is youtube.com/theminuteful. I've also got some Slay the Spire videos that will be coming up soon. And I found some old Golf with Your Friends footage from like several years ago that I never turned into videos. That once I get time, those are going to turn into videos because it's me and Jake and Billy playing golf with your friends, and we're stupid. So it's pretty great. Yeah, and there'll be some more Hearthstone stuff soon. Very soon, in fact. They announced some balance changes today, so hopefully tomorrow Mike and I will do a nerf report, as we always do when there are balance changes, and then hopefully the next day it'll go up on YouTube, so hopefully Wednesday. Hopefully. But anyway, we will live stream it right here on twitch.tv/theminuteful, where I live stream all this stuff and more. Here lately I've been playing Dota Auto Chess, which I still only sort of understand, But I got my first win, sadly off stream, but my first win ever last night. Hey, have you guys ever played Dota 2? Me either! And yet I downloaded it so I could play this mod called Auto Chess. It's a completely not MOBA game. It's a resource management game, essentially, that for some reason is really exciting to play and really exciting to watch. I got started with it watching Firebat play it, and then I watched Savich play it, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to try that, and I freaking love it. So come hang out sometime when I'm streaming Auto Chess and see if you like it. Actually, while I was doing my first stream of it, I think like 3 people in the chat were like, well, I'm going to play this right now. And they did. Because it's free. Because Dota's free to play, and the mod is free. So, it's called Auto Chess because your characters, your heroes that you place on the board, fight each other automatically. You don't do it. So yeah, it's like I said, it's a resource management game. It's really cool. Seriously though, come hang out sometime when I'm streaming Auto Chess. It's fun. You also get to see me going, because it never works when I'm streaming. Like my strategies, they don't work, so I end up failing. And people seem to enjoy that because I'm bad at this game.
Yeah.
But okay, so that's what's going on in all of my various content places. Yes. On a personal note, my mom is back. Mom has been gone for 3.5 months, taking care of her mother up in Virginia, and she came back. So yay! I'm gonna try to get her over here to open some packs here on Twitch that will then go up on YouTube at some point in the future. Tomorrow we're gonna go see Captain Marvel because she still hasn't seen it, and by some miracle it's still playing in like 2 theaters around here. So yeah, that's awesome. I'm very excited about that. Now what? Right, if you want to help support what I do with this insane amount of content, because I stream like, let's see, 2 podcasts a week, unless horrible things happen. Like last week we didn't stream or record the Mana Pool because I had to go do family stuff. Everyone's fine though, now. Everything's fine. But yeah, I do 2 podcasts a week, and then actually do the podcast. I do like 3 other streams every week, and I have at least 1 YouTube video that goes up every single day. Just stupid amounts of content for a single person, and it's me because I am Manipool Productions. This is a Violet Ultimatum. I was trying to work it in one last time. It didn't work though. But if you want to help support what I do with this insane amount of content creation, go to patreon.com/themanapool and become a lifeguard. Or you could subscribe on Twitch. That helps too. Or you could just spread the word. That helps too.
Evangelize.
But the Patreon thing, if you want to do that, you can get perks. For instance, the uncommon lifeguards get Manipool episodes and YouTube videos early. And Pinball Witch threw 10 bits. It says, or you could throw bits. See? She's right. What was I saying? Right, early stuff. They get the Manipool episodes and YouTube videos. The rare lifeguards get the early stuff and the odds and ends, which is all the behind-the-scenes nonsense recorded before and after both Monday Night Magic and the Manipool. They are uncensored and unfiltered and generally unsafe for consumption. But I've been told by several people that they're totally worth it. I'm still a little behind on those, but once I get further ahead on the videos, I'll be able to knock out. When I do knock them out, I knock out like 3 or 4 in a row usually.
We gave you some long ones recently.
Yeah, that's part of the problem with it.
Yeah.
And the mythic lifeguards get the early stuff, the odds and ends, and the sponsorship shout out on all of the YouTube videos on the end screen and on both podcasts. So I'd like to thank our mythic lifeguards: Kim Ho, Andrew Hunt, Al, Lance Delicious, Timu Halazharyu. I still don't think I'm saying that right. Connor Kennedy, John Morris, Alex Gonzalez, Jeff Spencer, Stuart Slaw, PJ McMullen, Sophia Brattain, Casey, Fayen Says, Danny Liao, Jason Doan, Cody Buckowing, Jake Jansons. That's the Jake with the golf with your friends. Jason Kaus, Gothic Man, Brian DeLucci, Stark Maximum, Keith Moody, John Parker, Aleph Cat, Dan Holm, Bartle, Mike Millerburn, and the Beastfather, Aaron Goodwine. Whew. Good Lord. I love you all so much because I quite literally could not do this without you. As it stands, I can barely do it with you, so thank you.
Aha.
But with that, we will be done with this 654th episode of Monday Night Magic. Good Lord. That is not, as they say,
No.
they meaning me, a small number.
When do they start going down again?
I think it's after, like, is it 2,500?
Like, at some point, we're going to run out of RAM, and it's just going to turn into letters, right?
That's right.
Okay. We'll see when that happens.
So yeah, we're gonna be done now. Right? Yeah, that was enough. So thank you all so very much for joining us, and go play some Magic.